Hi besties! Have you ever wondered why some missing child cases go unsolved for decades? It's almost like they vanish without a trace. But what if there's more to these stories than we're being told? In today's video, we're gonna talk about the most disturbing
missing child cases.
But before we start, make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below your favorite Roblox game. We all love making friends on Roblox, but what if I told you we might not always be talking to someone as innocent as we think?
Let's talk about Game 𝘂𝗂𝗯𝗀𝗶. So in the year 2021, there was a Roblox account by the name of Game 𝘂𝗂𝗯𝗀𝗏. Apparently, Charlie was kidnapped by an old man. This rang panic and shock to the TikTok and Roblox community. Many people started to make TikToks and videos about Charlie and spread the news.
So, apparently, the victim was a girl named Charlie. It's even more disturbing that she got kidnapped by an old creep.
But what's surprising is in the year 2023, people found out that Charlie has been rescued. Here is some proof. She is probably 13 or 14 now, as she was 11, 2 or 3 years ago. If the story is still unclear to you, there are various websites about Charlie you can look at. The man who kidnapped her was claimed to be a 33-year-old and was arrested for the kidnapping. Let's hope that Charlie is thriving and is safe now, as she hasn't been on Roblox in a while now. Bye for now. Stay safe.
I feel so sad for this poor girl. Thankfully, she got rescued, but it probably still left scars that will last for the rest of her life. I can't imagine what it would be like if one of my friends just disappeared overnight and I would never see her again. The next story is about a rumor that 5 children went missing at 𝗀𝘂𝗯𝗏𝗏. For those who don't know, 𝗀𝘂𝗯𝗏 was basically a kid pizza place filled with games, prizes, and shows. But it has some disturbing secrets behind it.
Let's talk about the 5 missing kids at 𝗀𝘂𝗯𝗏𝗏. There was a rumor spreading around in 2020 about 5 kids who went missing inside a local 𝗀𝘂𝗯𝗏, a specific location at 𝗀𝘂𝗯𝗏, and 30 other ones had shut down due to a massive bankruptcy. People started to visit these 𝗀𝘂𝗯𝗏s, wanting to see if they could catch any ghosts. However, they found something more than just a ghost. They found handprints coming from inside the building.
Oh my gosh, so you're telling me that restaurant was actually haunted?
This case went viral all over social media, even on the news. But this was just a made-up story in reality, created by a Five Nights at Freddy's fan. But people were so quick to pick up this story and believed it actually happened.
I'm glad the story didn't happen, but it would still be scary if 5 children went missing in a haunted place. So the next case is about a missing child from Roblox again, where she was allegedly kidnapped while playing 𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Roblox players that went missing. Part 1. Lily. So Lily was completely normal Roblox player back in 2019. Her favorite Roblox game was 𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏, and she really liked to play it every day with her friend called Luke. Everything was going great for them until one day, when she and her friend Luke were talking in a call and playing 𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏. But after a few minutes of playing, she noticed that Luke wasn't in the server anymore, and that Luke lost connection. She did not think much of it until she also noticed that Luke was permanently banned from Roblox.
This seems so weird to me. What was the reason behind that her friend got banned permanently? Let's keep watching.
And then she started getting scared, and she got teleported to a game called Blood, where she saw dead pets on the floor, and everything was set on fire. Then she walked to the middle of the map where she saw a person standing and calling her to come to him. She came to him, but when she did, something horrifying happened.
The fact that she got teleported to a disturbing game called Blood is terrifying. Although I don't think this is 100% real. If this would happen to me, I would probably poop my pants. This next case is about a Mexican girl who went missing in the 1990s. One day, a Mexican television broadcasted information about her, but something terrifying happened that left many kids shocked.
Let's talk about
𝘀𝘂𝗯𝘀𝗋𝗶𝗯𝗲𝗿.
In the 1990s, a Mexican television channel broadcasted information about missing people. These broadcasts often appearing during commercial breaks, aimed to spread awareness of missing individuals. Each broadcast featured the person's name, age, and date they went missing. One particular broadcast, however, people were shocked. The broadcast of Celine Delgado, a woman who went missing on April 22nd in 𝗴𝗂𝗶𝗯𝗀𝗿, Mexico City, was allegedly interrupted during a children's television show.
The reasons behind her disappearance are still unknown to this day. However, there's a rumor that she was kidnapped.
Her photo was replaced with an unsettling image. Here's a video.
𝘀𝐿 Delgado López, de 18 años, se extravió el 22 de abril en la delegación Álvaro Obregón. 𝘀𝐿 Delgado López se ignora su paradero desde el 28 de mayo del año 2000. 𝘀𝐿 Delgado López, de 18 años, se extravió el 22 de abril en la delegación Álvaro Obregón.
People were shocked because of this. It was interrupted by this man. And thousands of children were horrified.
Guys, I think my soul left my body. This is so terrifying. Maybe that man from that image kidnapped the girl, but who knows? This case happened over 20 years ago, and we might never get an answer. This next case was actually solved, but at what cost? A 3-year-old boy went missing for 2 days in the woods. When he was finally found and returned, he wasn't the same person anymore.
This is 3-year-old Riker Webb. Riker went missing in Montana, and after 48 hours, they found him. Seemingly doing pretty well overall. This gives us more of an understanding of where he went missing and where they found him. So 2 days later, they found him almost 2.5 miles from where he started. Riker was found inside an abandoned cabin in a lawnmower bag trying to keep himself warm. No injuries on him whatsoever.
This is so disturbing. Like, how could a 3-year-old end up 2.4 miles away from where he was last seen in just 2 days without any food or water?
Interestingly, his parents originally said he was 4 years old, and then they corrected that later and said no, he was 3, and they weren't even able to give police the clothing he had last been seen in. This case is bizarre to me because I don't understand how he survived this whole time on his own.
Guys, can we talk about how different he looks compared to that first picture? He looks so terrified, like someone who saw something he was never meant to see. We've all heard about the movie Megan is Missing, but what if I told you the real case it's based on is even more disturbing than the film? Make sure to watch until the end.
You may have seen Megan is Missing, but you may not know the real-life story behind it. This girl disappeared, and then a few months later, her friend disappeared. And it's just as upsetting, so viewer discretion advised. Ashley Pond was a popular 12-year-old girl who left to walk to the bus stop on January 9th, 2002. But that evening, when she didn't return home, her mom realized that she'd never even gotten to school that day. People weren't sure if Ashley's disappearance was related to foul play or if she'd run away, because a few months earlier she'd accused her friend's dad of trying to touch her at a sleepover. And because people suck, she was basically called a drama queen and not taken seriously. Her best friend on the dance team, Miranda Gaddis, got heavily involved in the search. And their dance team even organized fundraisers. But on March 8th of that same year, Miranda then went missing while walking to the bus stop. And this was the same bus stop, so people quickly realized that there was a predator among them and he probably lived in the same neighborhood. And the house nearest to the bus stop was owned by Ward Weaver. His daughter went to school with the girls, and remember when I said Ashley was the subject of gossip? Well, Ward Weaver was the man she accused. And after the disappearance, this man dug a hole in his yard and covered it with concrete.
This is so creepy. He poured concrete in his backyard like he was trying to bury her body.
But he was so confident that he even invited the media into his house to see that the girls weren't there. This neighborhood nice guy was exposed as a predator on August 13th when his son's girlfriend called 911. She'd been at their house when Ward Weaver attacked her, and luckily she escaped and called 911. But Miranda and Ashley were still missing. While he was in jail for the attack on his son's girlfriend, the landlord came to visit his property. When the landlord looked up, he saw 5 fly strips completely covered with flies. And knowing that there were 2 missing girls in the neighborhood, the landlord realized he just found them. This is a long story, and the rest of the info will be in part 2.
This is so heartbreaking. So at the end, the bug trap thing actually proved there were dead bodies in the area because of the smell. The last scary case is about a little girl who disappeared in the woods of Japan. However, while the police were searching for her, her trail suddenly stopped, almost like she had disappeared into thin air.
This is the case of the girl that vanished into thin air. Her name is Yuki Onishi. On April 29th of 2005, 5-year-old Yuki was out celebrating Greenery Day with her mother. It's a national holiday in Japan, and what they do is they go out, they celebrate nature, and they collect bamboo shoots. So Yuki, her mom, and 60 other people were out doing this. Yuki was so excited that she found her first bamboo shoot, she showed her mother, and then she ran off to find more. That's when she disappeared and was never seen from again. When they realized that she was nowhere to be found, they actually brought in search dogs and the police. This is where it gets really strange.
Guys, there's a lot of urban legends in Japan, so I'm guessing that one of it took her.
The dogs followed her scent to the middle of the forest and then just stopped. The scent stopped in the middle of the forest as if she had just disappeared into thin air from that spot. To this day, she has never been found and no one knows what happened. If you want to hear some theories, come back for part 2.
I feel so bad for her. It's really scary that she hasn't been found to this day. I guess Japan's forests are really not a joke after hearing this. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I want to ask you to take care of each other because disappearances still happen to this day. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.